Have you ever worried about having enough actual nutritious food to get you through the week? As broke college kids, I'm sure this is something we have all had to worry about at least a few times already this year. And getting food that has actual nutritious value can come to a struggle to most, me included. This lack of nutrients can mess with clear thinking and emotions that could later on cause many problems later down the line. I'm a college student who values what I eat so I can keep my brain prepared to take on my days and to learn. By growing a garden, I believe that people will have better access to these fruits, vegetables, and nutritious foods, that they can live a healthier lifestyle off of this. Here are 3 ways I believe gardening can improve your life. One of these ways being that you could have healthy food right outside your back door. Imagine being able to wake up and grab some mint for your tea, or some tomatoes for your omelet. This could easily be done by just going to the store and buying some mint or tomatoes or carrots, but have you ever thought about the pesticides that leave a residue on your produce? If you didn't know, pesticides, according to the EPA, which are the Environmental Protection Agency, are substances that are used on plants to regulate and get rid of bugs, pests, weeds, etc. In other words, chemicals. Some examples of pesticides would be amazial, which could be found on tangerines and peaches from the store. DPCA, sold under the name Dacathol, that can be found on crops and stuff like soybeans, corn, and such. And glyphosate, which is Roundup, other known as, and it can also be used on crops to regulate and stuff like that. Although our bodies can withstand little bits of these chemicals, they are not the best for us long term and can lead to diseases such as Alzheimer's, obesity, and depression. For example, here is a store-bought strawberry right here, and all the ingredients listed under them, which are preservatives that help keep the freshness of the strawberry, the color, etc., so it looks better at the store and lasts longer. And then on the right here is an organic strawberry that you can see grown at home, and the only ingredient is the strawberry. And that's because there's no added preservatives. You know what you're getting, okay? Homegrown produce also contains about 50% more nutrients than store-bought produce. And this is because there's none of the extra pesticides and stuff messing with the stuff in your produce. You know what you're getting. More nutrients leads to a stronger immune system, which leads to a stronger brain, which leads to being able to do more homework. Another reason having a garden is a good idea is because it saves a lot of money. The cost of food is rising, especially organic foods that have less preservatives added. Being college kids, we're mostly on a fixed income, so it's hard to be able to control what we're putting into our body at all times. Buying organic foods, it would be a step in the right direction. However, college kids barely have enough to get groceries as it is sometimes, let alone organic. To avoid this completely, you can just grow your own. For example, cherry tomatoes, strawberries, and carrots are all easy and cheap to start growing, and you can buy seeds just about anywhere, from Walmart to your local flower store. All it takes is a little bit of time, planning ahead, and patience. And you have more money to spend on goods that you can't grow in your garden at the grocery store for the next week. I believe that growing a garden is also a great mental and physical outlet for somebody. It can be a struggle for students to find motivation towards schoolwork, let alone hobbies. It's nice to get out of the dorm sometimes, and you need to, but it's hard to do when you don't have the correct diet and you don't really have much energy to. Even working out or crafting, playing the piano, all regular activities take up too much time and energy for the day when we have a buttload of homework to do. Gardening is a simple, easy practice, and it just takes time. In fact, physically, you can burn up to 300 to 400 calories a day by some light gardening, which an example of that would be like pulling weeds, watering your plants, or just harvesting some stuff off your stems, etc. Mentally, though, it's pretty calming, productive, and a healthy outlet to do. I believe that learning what you put in your body is the first step to a healthier and happier mind. Gardening is a harmless and fun way to achieve this goal. Though it takes time and patience, the outcome could save your life someday. By learning how to grow a garden, I believe that people will have access to nutritious foods they need to therefore live a more nutritious lifestyle. Hopefully you can learn how to grow a garden too and improve your lifestyle.